Hey, Tap here. Journal mode, and I figured I would press the button. Whispers behind my smile. It's a 12-week journey within an abundance of self love and self nurturing and self care. I've chosen 5 areas of my life that I plan to focus on. But when I put this out there, I actually wasn't planning to put it out there. I mentioned it in the longer video, so there was a whole thing within my mind, the conversation with self in regards to this being my transformation year. And I'm taking a leap by being really committed and accountable, being consistent and being disciplined to myself by going through this 12-week journey. I don't have it all figured out. I have a framework. I have a template guide, something. This first week is to focus on my intentions and to set intentions and to plant some seeds and lay the foundation and understand my why. If you're interested in joining this journey with me for you, send me a message, drop a comment below, or if you follow me on Instagram, TaptheSoul, I'm on Instagram. If you're connected to me by any other means, send me a message there if it's easy for you to find me there. I will increase or improve my communication methods, work in progress. But outside of that, I posted yesterday and I posted the day before that, and I'm posting now. And this week is about setting intentions. And I'm here now because I find that I'm getting into goal setting and to-do list, and I need to backpedal out of that. See, the whole purpose of going through this journey is to really identify the intentions in 5 areas of my life over the next 12 weeks. That is mindfulness, that is movement, nourishment, body and soul care, and lastly, my home. These are the areas that are important to me. These are the areas that are part of my who I am, how I represent myself. And these are the areas that may or may not be getting sufficient love from me. So pouring some self-love into these areas is me working on me, the journey within, over the next 12 weeks. Now, all of the areas identified can easily have a to-do list a mile long of all the things I want to do in each of these spaces. I'll get to that eventually. And I kind of talked about that in my very first video, some of the things that I know I already want to do. But I want to make sure that I'm coming back to the intention behind focusing on each of these areas. I want to be really, really clear on understanding my why for each of these areas. And I want to be really clear as I'm planting seeds and laying the foundation on how I want to make sure that I am constantly feeling, vibing, and flowing throughout this journey. The word for me, flow. I've talked about it a few times in the past. I've written about it many times in my journal. I've talked about it with my daughter. I want to have a flow of life. And it's hard to navigate and say that I want a flow of life when we have a whole bunch of life responsibilities. But I still want to know that from the time that I get up in the morning and put my head back on a pillow, that I have gone through a flow to how I've curated my life intentionally. Now, let's make sure we're really, really clear about this. I'm working to curate my life. I'm being intentional. It doesn't mean that there won't be disruptive factors that will come into play. The goal, however, is to know that even with those disruptive factors, you are still successfully able to move through your life, dealing with those and not have it disrupt your joy, your peace, or kick you off the path. So this week for me, I'm setting intentions. I'm a couple days in on my 12-week journey of week 1. And my goal is to know that by the time I get to Sunday, I can successfully check off that I have looked at all of the intentions around all of the spaces I'm going to be focused on. I'm really clear about my why, and my foundation is set. The overall intention is knowing that It is already in alignment to flow with how I want my life to look and feel and operate as I continue, not just these 12 weeks, but beyond. But you have to start from somewhere. So the word that I will continuously fall back on is the word flow. And I will sit down and create some really specific goals that are measurable that I can check a box and put a star beside my name that I've completed these. But the most important thing is being really clear of the reason why, my foundation, and the intentions behind my focus for each one. Now, I am really clear about my intentions on the focus of each one of these that I talked about just now. But it doesn't mean that I don't still have some more work to do to just make sure that I'm really clear on the why that's associated and how does that flow fit into the overall picture of my life. I still have the job, the partner, the kids, the cat, the dog, the budgie, the fish responsibilities that everybody else has. I still have those. Those don't go away for me. They may look different than what yours looks like, but I still have them. So this is all about incorporating all of this, but still prioritizing me in the mix of it all. If you're willing to, if you're interested, drop me a message. I would love for you to join me and we do this together. Your 12 weeks doesn't need to start when my 12 weeks started. It just really is about you taking the time and prioritizing you. If you're interested, drop a comment below. Send me a message, however you're already connected to me outside of YouTube. And take the time. Take the time. I'm in week 1. I still have a couple of days to go before I get to Sunday. So even though I feel like I have some things already sorted out, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to go back and look at what I've already put down and make sure that it really is in alignment with the flow that I'm trying to navigate my life forward towards. I'm going to tap out here and I will be back because I have a lot of thoughts in my mind that I want to share, but I'm going to try to make these shorter, more specific, something like that. So I'm all about flow with my intentions over the next 12 weeks and beyond. What's your word? If you were to choose one word to describe your intentions, if you're to embark on this 12-week journey, or you're already on a different type of journey going through your self-love and self-nurturing, what is that word? What does it mean to you? How does it represent? And I hope that you are able to continue, even if you fall off the path from time to time, to put yourself first, to prioritize you, and to really and truly give yourself the abundance of self-love that you are deserving of because you are worth it. I am tapping out here. I will talk to you all again soon. Peace, love, and blessings.